Okay, let's unpack this. It's kind of fascinating, isn't it? How sometimes the most, well, unassuming things hold incredible power. Think about it. Something as small as a seed,
Well,
or uh, in our case today, a nut.
exactly. And specifically, we're doing a deep dive into the world of almonds today. It really is surprising how much wellness potential is packed right into this one ingredient.
Yeah, our source material today gives a really comprehensive look. It shows how whole almonds and then the milk we get from them, even the oil, how they can nourish the body in fundamentally different ways,
Inside and out.
inside and out.
So the mission for this deep dive really is to cut through some of the noise, pull out the most important bits from these sources, and help you really grasp the um, the health punch this supernut delivers.
Whatever form it takes.
Right.
So where do you even start with something that versatile? I mean, you have to begin at the source, don't you? The whole almond itself.
Absolutely. That's the foundation, isn't it? The
That's
origin. Our sources really highlight its incredible nutrient density. We're talking protein, fiber, which are great, obviously, but also those healthy monounsaturated fats,
okay.
plus a significant amount of vitamin E, magnesium, and a whole suite of B vitamins, too. Well, it's a powerhouse.
That lineup sounds like it would lead to some pretty big health effects. What jumps out first from the sources about the benefits of the whole nut, I mean?
Well, a major one is heart health. It's not just that they have healthy fats, it's the combination.
Mm.
The monounsaturated fats plus the antioxidants like that vitamin E.
Ah, the synergy.
That's the key, yeah. They work together to help reduce LDL, that bad cholesterol,
Right.
which is a direct line to supporting a healthier heart.
Makes total sense. The components working together. What about blood sugar? That's on a lot of people's minds.
Oh, definitely. This is a really important angle. Almonds have the low glycemic index. And what's fascinating is how the fiber, the protein, and the fat all work together to kind of slow down digestion and slow the release of sugar into your bloodstream. The sources note this can really help with blood sugar control, especially those spikes you can get after a meal,
Ah, interesting.
which is particularly relevant for people managing type 2 diabetes.
So they don't just avoid spiking sugar, they might actually help manage it. And for anyone thinking about weight management, did the sources touch on that?
Yes, absolutely.
Mm,
That same combination, again, the protein, the fiber, the fats, it contributes strongly to satiety.
feeling full.
Exactly. Feeling full for longer. Now, it's not some magic weight loss pill, obviously,
Yeah.
but feeling satisfied genuinely helps curb that urge to snack and can reduce your overall calorie intake.
Mm-hmm.
It's really about managing hunger effectively.
And managing hunger is huge. I also saw something about bone strength mentioned.
Yeah, they're surprisingly good for your bones. They give you magnesium, calcium, and phosphorus, all minerals that are just critical for building and maintaining strong bones and teeth.
We usually think dairy for that, right?
We do, yeah. But almonds offer a really valuable plant-based contribution.
Good to know there are other sources for those building blocks. And the benefits aren't just internal, are they? The sources mention skin.
Absolutely. That antioxidant vitamin E comes back into play here. It acts like a shield, basically,
Mm-hmm.
helping protect your skin cells from damage caused by pollution, UV exposure,
Everyday stuff.
everyday stuff, yeah. And that protection essentially helps guard against premature aging.
So that daily handful is working on the inside and helping your skin look good.
Precisely. And that's the simple tip the source material really emphasizes. Just a handful of raw or maybe soaked almonds daily. It's a straightforward way to tap into that whole spectrum of benefits for energy, for feeling full.
Okay, so that's the whole nut. Powerful stuff. But what happens when we, transform it? Let's talk almond milk.
Right. So almond milk, at its core, it's pretty simple. Soaked almonds, blended with water, then strained.
Mm-hmm.
Its popularity really exploded, partly because it's just an excellent plant-based, lactose-free, dairy-free option.
And for a lot of people, the calorie count is a huge draw. The unsweetened versions, like the sources point out, are incredibly low, sometimes just 30 to 50 calories a cup.
Yeah, that's a big difference compared to whole milk or even some other alternatives if you're watching calories.
Definitely.
And connecting back to heart health again, almond milk naturally has no cholesterol,
Mhm.
very low in saturated fat. So it fits well with those heart-healthy eating patterns.
What about the nutrients from the whole nut, though? Does the milk keep all of those?
Well, it keeps some, definitely the vitamin E, which helps with that skin and hair hydration we mentioned. But, and this is important, commercially made almond milk is often fortified.
Ah, okay. They add stuff back in.
Exactly. Producers add nutrients like calcium and vitamin D, which are crucial for bones and usually found in dairy. So the fortified kind becomes a really viable alternative for bone support, even if the base liquid itself has less natural calcium than, say, a handful of whole almonds.
That fortification is key then if someone's using it as their main milk.
For sure.
And of course, for anyone who's lactose intolerant or has dairy sensitivities, it's just gentle, easy to digest.
It offers that relief and versatility for so many different dietary needs.
The sources even gave a little peek at making it at home. Just soaked almonds, water, blend, strain. Simple, you can add cinnamon or vanilla too.
Yeah, it just shows how approachable this ingredient is, in its different forms.
Okay,
Uh,
so from liquid to oil. Let's talk almond oil.
Right, this is where the versatility really shines, I think. Almond oil is extracted from the nut, obviously, and it has this unique dual nature. It can be used internally if it's the culinary grade.
Like for cooking.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or externally, the cosmetic grade, for skin and hair.
So you can eat it and put it on your face.
Pretty much. Externally, it's a fantastic emollient. The sources talk about how it deeply hydrates dry skin, can help fade dark spots, even potentially reduce the look of scars over time. Very nourishing stuff.
Wow, that's impressive for skin. What about hair?
Also great. Massaging it into the scalp can help strengthen hair follicles, give your hair a nice shine, and even help with dandruff because it's quite soothing.
Soothing? You mentioned that. The sources talked about anti-inflammatory benefits too.
They did. Its natural anti-inflammatory properties mean it can be really calming for irritated skin. Things like eczema or psoriasis just provides gentle relief.
And looping back to internal use of the culinary oil, there's a digestive angle.
Yes, the culinary grade oil taken internally can act as a mild, gentle laxative, so it can offer some support for digestive regularity.
Good to know. And like the nut and the milk, it kind of circles back to anti-aging for the skin.
Exactly. It's rich in those antioxidants, protecting the skin from environmental stressors, helping to keep it looking youthful.
And the usage tips seem pretty easy. Just add a few drops to your night cream or a hair mask.
Or in the kitchen, use the culinary type in salad dressings, maybe drizzle it over steamed veggies. Simple ways to get those potent benefits.
Which really brings us to the practical side, doesn't it? The sources gave some great little DIY recipes, ways to actually use all these properties.
Yeah, this section really connects the dots, showing how these benefits translate into actionable wellness steps you can take at home.
Like that almond oil glow serum. Sounds lovely.
It does. A simple blend, mainly sweet almond oil, designed for radiant skin. The source mentioned you could add things like rosehip oil for extra anti-aging or lavender for calming.
Nice. And there was an exfoliating scrub using the actual nut.
The almond and honey exfoliating scrub. It uses finely ground almonds, so gentle physical exfoliation mixed with honey, which has its own great properties, maybe a bit of lemon for brightening. A really nice way to smooth your skin.
I'm intrigued by the almond milk and turmeric latte. Golden milk, right?
Yes, that's a popular one. This version uses almond milk as the base. It's just a powerhouse of anti-inflammatory stuff from the turmeric and pepper, helps digestion, and it's super calming. Great before bed.
And for soothing skin on a bigger scale, a DIY almond milk bath.
Oh yeah, that sounds luxurious. Just adding almond milk to your bath water, maybe with some colloidal oatmeal that's the super fine oat stuff or chamomile, it can really hydrate dry skin, calm irritation, and just help you relax.
And for an energy kick, the almond energy smoothie.
Perfect for starting the day or beating that afternoon slump. Banana, almond milk, almond butter. You can add cinnamon, chia seeds, gives you sustained energy, helps with blood sugar, boosts your fiber, a real all-rounder.
And one more for skin, issues an almond flour face mask for acne-prone skin.
Right. This uses the gentle exfoliation of almond flour again, with honey. The source suggested adding things like aloe vera gel or rose water to help calm inflammation and clear breakouts.
It really drives home that point from the source's almonds as nature's versatile super nut. You can weave them into pretty much every part of a holistic wellness lifestyle.
From what you eat and drink to how you care for your skin and hair.
They really do offer that whole spectrum of results, don't they? Moving smoothly from internal health to external radiance, just depending on how you use them.
A remarkable range, really, from one single, pretty accessible ingredient.
So let's just quickly recap. This deep dive into the sources has really shown how almonds, whether whole, as milk, or as oil, offer this huge array of benefits. We've talked heart health, blood sugar balance, digestion, bone strength.
And then skin glow, hair health. There's so much ground.
It really does. Okay, so building on that idea, almonds being this incredibly versatile addition to a wellness routine, here's something for you to think about as you go about your day. Thinking about your own health goals right now, which form whole almonds, almond milk, or the oil, or maybe which specific benefit we talked about really resonates with you. And maybe just consider
Hmm.
how exploring natural foods like the almond and all their different applications could unlock some unexpected, maybe new ways to boost your own health and well-being.